it's Cindy A. Lewis, and today I'm going to show you how to dress up these cute bottles from the Dollar Tree. They do come in different sizes and shapes, and they do have different designs on them, but the ones we're looking for, the ones that are pretty clear. Now, some of these I've had, and I have some fun lights in them, which are kind of cool. And we'll show you how the lights look after we do the painting on them. But these are really fun. You could dress them up for any time. I'm going to show you how to dress them up for Christmas and just how to dress them up for winter or even Valentine's Day. So stay tuned. Okay, so we are going to frost these bottles with this Rust-Oleum frosted glass spray paint. Make sure you remove your corks and save them for another project. Is that blurry? Okay guys, once you have frosted your bottles, now we're going to paint on them. And it just depends on what you want to paint. But what I'm going to paint are some trees for like Christmas, and then some snowflakes on the blue one, and then on the red one I'm going to paint some hearts. So that could be for Valentine's, winter, Christmas. And on the white I think I may do the trees as well, because that's what I really wanted to make with these. And these could actually be for a winter scene, which I'm putting together on my mantle. So what you need are your paint brushes. So the reason that, there's two reasons that I frosted the glass. One, it helps hold the paint, and another is I like the look of it, and it will mute the lights a little bit and make them look really pretty. So for this blue one, I'm going to use some white chalk paint that I have on hand. I recommend using the things that you have on hand. It will help you to do your projects and use up those supplies without having to buy anything else. But if you do need some supplies, this is just Waverly chalk paint, acrylic paint that I purchased at Walmart, but you can pick up some paint just about anywhere. Now, if you don't want it to chip, you'll want to put a clear acrylic matte spray over it. So the first thing that I do is I just determine where I want the snowflake, and I just draw a line down. Now if I want it thinner, I'm going to use a thinner brush. You can just see just a little line. I'm not wanting a huge snowflake on here. You can also use stencils, and I'm going to show you a stencil for the heart. So now that I have a straight line down, I'm going to make an X across, but not quite as long as the straight line. So basically, that's your snowflake. Now, how do we make it really pretty? Well, you can just put dots on the end, like this. Now, another thing that I wanted to do too was put some glitter on my snowflake. So if I wanted to do that, I need to do it while the paint is still wet. And I don't want this to dry too fast. And then I can just put some, every snowflake is unique, right? To make it sparkle. So that's just a simple one. And I'm going to put a little bit of glitter on top of it. I just have some glitter at home. It's just some clear glitter. I'm just going to sprinkle it on there just a little bit. It doesn't need to be a lot, but I love glitter, and it'll sparkle when it dries. Okay, so that's one. So I'm going to turn my bottle a little bit. Now I'm going to take the same brush. Now this one's going to be a little bit bigger so you can see it. And I'm pushing down with the brush and then lifting. All right. Now I'm going to make the same X across my line like this. And you don't make mistakes, right? And snowflakes are unique. So now we have this snowflake. Now, if you want to make this one a little bit more special, just take some little small strokes on the ends and kind of in the middle of that branch, like that. And every snowflake is its own creation, and there are no wrong snowflakes. So I'm going to finish this bottle and I'm going to show you how it turned out. Now you could decorate this bottle as much as you want to. You could put Let It Snow on it. You could do as much as you want. The only other thing that you can see that I'm doing is adding a little of the dots of the white, just to give it the idea that it's really snowing, and I'm just adding them in various places. Now there's not a lot of paint here, so it's not gonna really drip. You want to be careful not to use too much paint. So let me show you how much this changes when you put the lights in it. Isn't that beautiful? And the sparkle from the glitter just makes it really, really pretty. I'm going to show you how I put the lights in. It's really easy. You just feed them through the neck of the bottle. And they're already kind of twisted, so they just go down in there randomly. You put the, you know, like the button to turn it on, the switch, and then there you are. And it just really is beautiful. A beautiful winter scene, and it only took minutes to do. Okay. Well, I like the blue one so much, I did a white one to go with it. The blue's my favorite so far. Okay, now let's paint a tree. All right, now we're gonna take the green. I'm gonna get some of this paint off my brush. We're gonna take the green bottle. We wanna get a straight line as much as possible. So if you need to draw it with a ruler first, just kind of get some chalk or something, that's fine. I'm just gonna draw a line down my bottle. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's actually gonna be covered up anyway, so you can see my line here. All right, now I'm going to set this brush aside, out of the way, and now we're going to use the fan brush. Okay, so I'm going to start at the top with my fan brush and just put some paint on the ends. And then you just want, you know what a pine tree looks like, so you're just going to be making its branches like that. And then as you go down, you're going to bring your branches out more. And if you need to point it up a little bit more at the top, you can do that. And then fill in your tree as you go. And then you'll have a really beautiful tree just because of the brush you're using. And there's our tree. There's one. Now if you want a larger trunk, if you want more on it, if you want the trunk to extend longer, you can certainly do that as well. Or if you want it thicker even. And you want your tree to be taller. So say I want my branches to go out a little bit more, then I can do that. And it's just that simple. So I'm gonna do one on this other side so we can see it again. So you can add as many trees as you like on your bottle. I just wanted to do 2 trees, so this one's a little stumpier than this one. And I'm going to do another tree on the white bottle, the other white bottle that I have. But let me show you what it looks like with the lights in it. Okay, so this is the bottle with the string lights with the tree. Now this is the other type of lighted stopper that they had at the Dollar Tree. It's not my favorite with this particular setup, but again, I only have 3 of the string lights. So if you do want to look for those, they had them at Dollar Tree last year and they just hung them on the side of an aisle. So if you can find them, those are a great buy. Okay, so for the red bottle, I told you I wanted to do some hearts for Valentine's. Now, of course, on any of these bottles, you could put stickers or any kind of design that you would like. You can do swirls or whatever. I'll show you a swirl on here. So what I want to show you, though, is how to make a heart. And really, you learn to do this probably in elementary school. So you just take a piece of paper and fold it in half. And how big do you want your heart to be? Well, I want my heart to be probably a pretty good size heart for the bottle, right? So I'm just going to cut out the heart halfway, right? So you can see my heart. But what I want is not the heart, but the negative. Can you see our heart here? So I'm just going to cut off a little bit of this paper to get rid of it and make my own stencil. Now this is fairly easy. Anyone can do it. And what I'm going to use, though, is some removable stencil adhesive that I can spray on the back here and then stick it onto my bottle, and then I can paint it without worrying about it like, so all the sides will be adhered and I won't bleed into them sides. It's okay if it does a little bit, though, because of course this is going to be sort of an abstract heart. Okay, so after you spray your stencil that you just made, if you want your heart to stand straight up, you just adhere your paper to it. And remember that this is a round edge, so it may not be exact for a square paper, but you definitely want your sides to adhere. Now this is removable. All right, my main thing that I want is this space here. Now, just using the same paint that I had before, some white chalk paint, but a different brush. I'm going to use this brush that has a little square type of flat tip, and I'm just going to get some of the paint on, and I'm just going to, for me, I'm going to make like streaks like this. I don't want my heart fully like painted in. I want it to be sort of abstract and rough in the middle, kind of like that. So I'm going to take the paper off now and show you that it made my heart. Okay, this is the red one with the string lights inside. Just gorgeous, don't you think? And I painted some of the swirls and just some dots on here and another heart. Just beautiful. And I love the way the strokes are on this particular heart. And then I have my other bottles here. So I'm going to go put them all up on my mantle just so you can see. I don't have my mantle fully decorated, so it'll be mostly just the bottles. Okay, here they are. Not this one, but the blue one and the white one with the string lights. The red one with the heart and the string lights. And then the 2 trees, I just put the flashing lights inside those. They really, really do look beautiful. I love them. I wish I had some more of the string lights because I think they're the best of the 2 types. But I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I'd love to see your creations and how you decorate your bottles with paint. So anyway, until next time, hope you enjoyed this Dollar Tree DIY, inspiring you to create.